Tonight we're camping 3Ks or about 2 miles from Shiprock Peak, Arizona, northwest of Wickenburg. Tomorrow morning we'll get up early and hike to the mountain to film the sunrise. This morning we're leaving Shiprock Peak and heading towards Kingman. On Highway 93 we took a detour to explore 17-mile road. It's got gorgeous views, beautiful landscapes, and a few opportunities to do wild camping. We are now staying on State Trust land, just a few miles southeast of Kingman. It's a beautiful area. It's higher in elevation than the desert floor, which is quite nice. The air is a little cool and the vegetation is very different. The views are different than what we've had recently. When we lived in Argentina, I complained a few times about garbage that people leave behind along the roads or wherever they camp or picnic. And I thought we didn't do that in North America. Unfortunately, we've seen a lot of it here in Arizona. It's kind of a shame. Along the highways, there's a lot of trash, even though there are signs that say that littering is illegal and it's a $500 fine if you get caught. Places where we camped, unfortunately, they're often used as shooting ranges. So we found tons of empty gun shells and broken glass and perforated metal. And here it's just the same. It seems to be a fairly popular area for boondocking and wild camping. But there's all kinds of trash around, and it's a shame because that's why these places get closed one after the other, and we lose the privilege of using them. Iconic historic Route 66 was one of the first major highways built in the US. It connected the city of Chicago with Los Angeles. Here in Arizona, in the late 70s, Interstate 40 bypassed Route 66. That took the life out of most of the small towns along the way. Downtown historic Kingman, many murals recount the history of old Route 66. On the way to Oatman, Old Route 66 remains a challenge for the modern traveler. It is a narrow, steep mountain road with many tight curves and mostly no guardrails. Oatman was a mining town on Route 66. Today it's pretty much a ghost town with less than 100 inhabitants. The donkeys that roam the streets and the mountains around Oatman are the descendants of those that were left behind by the mining companies.
One by your front, by your foot.
Yesterday, after visiting Oatman, we continued south on Old Route 66 and camped here in the desert. The spot itself is barren and doesn't offer anything special, but we have sweeping views of the valley below and impressive views of the mountains behind. So far we came up to Kingman from the east, drove Route 66 to Oatman, and we are now camped just south of this intersection here. The original plan was to continue Route 66 to Topok and then back to Kingman from the west. Unfortunately, Route 66 is closed somewhere down here. So instead, we're going to go and take this one, which I think is Highway 68, and then just bypass this section here and go back to Kingman where we have to stop for groceries. And then we'll pick up Route 66 again, heading this way to Peach Springs. Seligman, Ash Fork, Williams, and eventually Flagstaff. Unfortunately, Old Route 66 doesn't go all the way. But that's the plan, so I will catch up with you later, probably somewhere here northeast of Kingman. In Williams, Old Route 66 ends. Here, it's all about the Grand Canyon. But that's for the next video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you all in the next episode.